Go on. Hi. Hi everybody. Today we're going to attempt doing the floor. Yeah. So over to Graham.
Right, we've just had a clean out and I have laid the original floor back down, which I thought would be a good template, but I've removed the step. It's quite a bit short there, and then going into the swivel base for the chair. Oh, the swivel base for the chair. I suppose we best finish that off, haven't we? So, the swivel base for the chair we got from a company called Custom Design Shop.
Yeah.
It says Mark 6, Mark 7, and I've installed it. It was definitely a faff. I'll talk you through now with some footage that I filmed. So we'll go to that now, and then we'll come back to the floor. So if you watched last week, you'd see there was a little bit of a kerfuffle when we found the rust under the floor mat. So we cleaned all that up, I treated the rust, painted the floor, and then I cut out for the swivel seat base to fit. Then this week what I've done is I've marked the mat once it was finally dry, cut that one out. I just used the Stanley knife, started gently, didn't cut through to the floor, the metal floor itself, just scored the top of the rubber and then lifted it and cut through. There was a sharp edge on the step in, so I cut that round and then filed it back. I then painted all of the seat feet. There was a little bit of the old, it's like the battery wire case, and I think it's for the models that have the battery in the right hand side under the passenger seat. Anyway, ours doesn't have that because it's got the double seat, so I cut that away. Then I put the base back in and then fixed it down with the original 5 bolts. You've just got to shimmy the plate, the top plate from the front to the back so you can get access to all the holes. Once I'd fixed them down with the impact driver, I then pinched them tight with the ratchet and then the long bar. And then I locked the top plate into position using the locks. I then lined the seat up over the top and dropped it onto the studs that I fixed into the top plate. Once that was done, I used the washers and the nuts that were provided, put them over the top of the studs and over the top of the feet of the double seat, and then I fixed them down with the ratchet. Yeah, so that was the seat.
And I was supposed to fit that, and there's no way I could have done that. There's absolutely just no way. I think I was thinking ambitions beyond my abilities there.
It is working, it's working fine now, but that was a definite faff.
But anyway, we're going to do the floor now. So.
Yeah. So I've laid the original floor back down, as I was saying, and it was just to get the idea of where it is. Now it's all clean, all the sides are out and everything, and the back one is pretty good. I'm probably going to have to just adjust a little. There is a gap in the middle of the floor here, which I'm going to have to allow for in templating. It's not going to be an exact template because the doorstep, as I was saying, as I've taken the doorstep off and I'm going to do something different. I'm probably going to take the the plywood right the way to the edge and then bring it round and then put a strip all the way along of solid timber, and that will be a finished step then. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to lift this floor back out now, and the ply is going to run along widthways, and work backwards. So I'm going to we've got some timber outside ready to cut, and we're going to lay out, cut the timber, insulate, and get the insulation tape down so it creates the seal.
That's the plan anyway.
We're laying out now. We've got the first batten here that we're going to start back from the edge here. That'll give me a little bit of room for swiveling the chair, and then I can board this with a piece of ply and insert that there, and then that will run the same as the floor. So I'm starting 45mm back, so I catch this first set of beams across there, and there should be plenty in that to support the timber. So I've started 45mm from here, and I'll start 45mm from there, and then I can mark 400 centres all the way down, and this will be my datum effectively, this part here, which means that it's always the same position. It's a fixed position for me to work from every time. So even when the boards are down, I'll know that 400 off here, I'll hit a centre of a beam. So when I come to fixing chairs and that sort of thing, I can take 400 or 800 or 1200 off here, and I'll always have a point to fix through and fix into the batten that's fixed into the floor as well. Once these battens are cut and down, we shall cut the insulation in between them. So I'll come to the edge here with ply and with timber, and then from there I'll put a small facing strip on, and that will be the edge of the floor. We don't quite know what we're going to do with the floor covering yet, but that's another story for another day.
It is.
Thanks. Level just to get the bend out the timber, push it up so it squirts the level, and then I'll put a fixing in the middle. battens down straight and true.
So I've just been sent out to get some supplies from Tool Station. And so I got into Tool Station and asked for a 50mm silver foil tape and 100mm silver foil tape. And the guy said, well, we've got 2 silver foils tapes. Do you want installation tape or just the silver foil tape? And I had absolutely no idea. So I ended up just opting for the silver foil tape, and they only had a 50mm and a 75mm. I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm talking about because I've got no idea. So I hope it's right, otherwise I'm back to Tool Station. So this is what I got. Yay, the tape was right!
So the process of laying the batten down is pretty much the same for everyone. I mark 400 off the last batten and I draw the line across. And I lay pink grip on every ridge, a good bead. Once the pink grip's down, I move the batten in and give it a little wiggle and press it down onto the pink grip to create the glue bonding. Then I line my piece back up at either end on my marks and drill and fix to one of the ridges on each end. I use riser screws. I've always liked riser. These particular ones now are yellow tropicalized. Apparently they're 20 times more rust resistant than standard screws. Once I've got the screw in each end, I then bring the level in and pull the batten square to it so I know it's running straight and true across, and I get a fixing in the middle. I'm only using 40mm, sometimes 50mm, just depending on if I've had to just block up to get the run straight on the batten. A couple of the ridges are a little bit lower, so they've been blocked up in places. But once I've got the sides and the middle in, I can then drill and fix across all the ridges. The pink grip will obviously seal from this side. The screws have got that tropicalized coating on, so they are rust resistant, 20 times more resistant than normal, but I will go underneath once we've finished everything, and I'll treat any spots underneath that have little bits of rust, and they will also under seal. And then that was done. Well, that's pretty much it for the battens. And once they're down, move on to the foil. We've got some, it's similar to Celotex or Kingspan. It was just the one that they had in stock at the Builders Merchants. And it's 25mm, and the timbers are 25mm as well, so it just sits up, as you can see there, nice and flush. So I was going to put a batten down the middle, but it's that good of a fit, and this has got so much compressive strength underneath the plywood, I don't think I need to. you know, I've got 18mm ply as well to go on top of here. So once the ply's on the batten, and it's all together, this is going to be solid. So that's in there now, as you can see. We'll take the edges once we've got it, just a bit of a hoover off for the bits, and then that's that first panel done.
Woo! One job that this is today that's gone to plan with Wolfie. Ooh.
With a rocky world then.
You always rock my world, baby.
Considerable weight. I'm just getting it to a length that I need, and then I'll tear the edge off. He says, I always hate tearing the edge off because I never end up getting the edge.
No good asking me.
A few moments later.
So,
I can't
start.
see you. I can't see you. I can't see you unless I go like that. Job's a good one.
And it's the same all the way down. I measure all the way across, so that's 35 centimetres or 350mm. I work in new money, I don't work in old money. That's 352mm. So it's 2mm out there, and that's 352mm. What I do is I just run and scribe, and you stay still with the edge of the tape. Take your Stanley knife. Now run that through. Set it up. Give it a little whack. And then run it through from the back.
Et voila!
And it saves all the little bits. That's the theory anyway. I'll go a little bit long. If you saw it with a saw, you just end up with all sorts of
Bits everywhere.
ready for taping once it's over the hoover. It's been a productive week, really. Well, a productive couple of days, hasn't it?
It's the first job that's gone down quickly, for sure.
I don't know about quickly. Quickly for you, because you watched and filmed some and then went in, and I sat outside and sweated like a donkey. But yes, it's gone down fairly fast. We've had a couple of days on it this week. We've got the floor down, obviously fitted that seat the other evening as well. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice sat here in the breeze. Can't wait to actually, go somewhere nice rather than up our drive. But it's still nice.
I think that then, for this week, wraps it up, doesn't it?
It does.
Next week, we will be on with the wheel arches, covering them in.
Yes.
We want to look at fixing the window that's going to be behind the shower, because we won't be using that, so we want to fix that.
Block it out.
Yeah.
Basically. And we've got respite next week, so we might go off somewhere, we're not sure yet.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get on with cutting the plywood as well for the next one, hopefully. Fingers crossed, we'll see where we get to. But thanks very much for watching, and if you've made it this far, thanks again. Please do the things, like and subscribe. And
Ring the bell.
And you'll get notifications. We hope you found some use in what we've done today. If you've got any questions at all, please comment below.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
If you've got any suggestions you want to give us, then again, please comment below. We would love to hear from some more people. We know there's a few hundred watching now, so please, give us some comments, give us some feedback, let us know what you like, what you don't like, let us know if you like the format of the videos we're putting together. It all helps us, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
So thanks very much for watching. Have a good week.
Yep.
Take care.
Bye now.
Bye for now.